Hello everybody! Welcome back to Steppenbach. And there have been a few steps back, if you know what I mean. Welcome to the stream, Simulator Addict. Hey Craig, welcome to the stream. So, as you saw in my last stream, we had a bit of a harsh winter. And we are now in the second day of spring out of 3. And frankly, we're in trouble. The ground still hasn't thawed. We cannot put any crop in the ground. We can't do any groundwork. We're hoping Seasoned hasn't done a complete explosion on us. Hey BT, welcome. But yeah, it's kind of touch and go right now. Other changes, a few of the farmers didn't survive the winter. Rogers decided to call it quits. And Allan has decided to call it quits. So we've taken over the farm. We sold off the sheep, and we sort of sold off the farm to a new farmer. Mr. Moose is going to come and join us and farm. Mr. Moose is a recent addition to the group, and he came on and played with us on Delta's open server yesterday. We like the way he plays, so he asked if he could join us on this farm, and we said absolutely. So yeah, new player in the game. He's taken over the cattle operation, the cattle breeding operation, but not the sheep farm. So he's going to focus on breeding cows. So that's another thing. We figured out how to make that work. We figured out where the potatoes go on Steppenbach. Right now, the only guy who's making any money at this game is Cresto. Right, Cresto?
Oh, yeah, correct.
Everybody say hi.
That is good for me.
Say hi to Cresto. Cresto made some very wise investments. He invested in a composter, which means everybody feeds product into Cresto. I thought you said you didn't have a computer to play, BT. Thought you said your computer was down and you weren't able to play. Well, you can come in and help though, because we've got a couple of tough days on our hands. We've got we have a few challenges, as I say. We have Allan, who seems to have misplaced his internet, and Allard and Roger are out. And with one day to do all the work, we're going to be a little pressed for time. So I think tomorrow we're going to be looking for some hired help.
You think? You're not sure about it?
I'm pretty sure about it. Right now we are desperately trying to get a couple of grass fields in as hay, because we're out of hay for the cows. And right now the cows are the only profitable part of Allan and I's business. So we have to prioritize them. We're going to try to do our best to get bring down the front one. Yep, okay. We're going to do our very best to bring in this hay harvest tonight. But I don't think we're going to get all the hay fields mowed, because honestly we're just going to run out of time. Then we need to take all these fields here and we need to plow them under. And, well, not plow them under, but we're going to need to seed them with canola. Because our lovely friend Mr. Cresto has a canola biogas plant. So, we need to feed the biogas plant now. We'll get that done.
It's good for everybody.
Yeah. So what is your status, BT? Are you getting a computer soon, or are you going to be able to come in and play with us at some point? Hang on a second. I just need to check on my GPS. Yep, I'm good. Good. Should be fine. Should be auto-turning at the end of the field. Yep, I'm using all the technology. I'm in a Valtra. But it's a Valtra Plus++. It's high-tech Valtra. Hello, cows. One more challenge this winter has been the sheer volume of poop. Oh dear.
No problem with poop.
Nope.
Bring it to me.
Cresto has no problems with poop. We were able to dispose of a fair amount of the poop thanks to Mr. Cresto. We got him, he bought a couple of loads off of me. I thought I could store it at the pig farm, only when I started filling up that manure holder place, it shut down my production at 100,000 liters. So I had to empty it out. When I emptied it out, there was snow on the ground, so places to put it were extremely rare. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. By the end of the month, you'll have a new PC. Well, we'll get that. We'll get you in here then, BT. Because I feel like as we're growing the map, we need more and more helpers. We need some hired help. And of course, you know, it's not going to get any easier this year because our weather forecast is for a very, very wet fall. So the crisis that we're having in the spring, I think, is going to repeat itself in the fall. That's just a guess, mind you, but the weather forecast has been known to change periodically. But yeah, it's just one of those things. When you're playing this way, when the clock keeps ticking, sometimes you get into some time crunches. So yeah, that's about it. We have what else is going on? The little pig farm that I've got seems to be doing okay. I'm not sure what the profitability of it will be. So far, we know that. What's that? Cool. I'll see if my. Oh, okay, cool. If your normal one can do it, then come on in with it. Just set your graphic settings to low, and tomorrow what we're going to need is we're going to need slurry on all these fields. Then we're going to need to seed everything with canola. So that's just going to be a lot of time. Oh yeah, are you in a limited internet situation, Craig? Yeah, Allan sort of hit the maximum of his monthly internet allowance, so he's out until December. Plus he's got work and different things to do, so yeah, we're facing down a lot of challenges today. So this is a pretty cool setup. I tried it the other way around, but it was having problems tedding. I wonder if it would do it now. Who knows? But it's certainly doing the job quickly. So are you still, where are you windrowing yet, Cresto?
I already done one field. I'm right behind you now.
Oh, are you? Okay. You're probably going to catch up to me soon then.
Possible.
So I figure this field will get mowed. The one you are in will get mowed, has gotten mowed. We have 102. Maybe we'll do 103. We have 103 mowed?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, you're on the road, Craig. Ah, I see. So you're doing long haul, Craig? So you're not home to play every night? Yep. Yeah, I figure we'll do these. We'll do and then we'll go back and see how far we get with the other fields across the way. But we got to get this stuff all in the barn before the end of today, because I may actually have to put some slurry on this thing tonight. I don't know though. You know what would work on here though? We should weed it.
Yeah, weed it.
Weeding is free,
better.
and then we can slurry it after it.
Yep. More better, I think. Because we have grass, so you better weed it.
Woohoo! Turning around. Come and talk to me after, BT. I don't know if you've got our TeamSpeak coordinates, but I'll pop them over to you. You can hop into TeamSpeak with us later. We can talk. Oh, okay. Home on weekends. Craig is a trucker.
Ah, okay.
So this one is Maddie. How are you doing, Maddie? We're doing pretty good. We're a little bit under the gun this week. We seem to have hit a bunch of bottlenecks all at once. We have bad weather, super duper snowy winter, frozen ground. We have a couple of farmers bailing out on us, so we have to continue on. Allan's lost his internet. Seems like we're dealing with a lot of stuff today, Cresto.
Yeah, but we're doing it, so don't
Yeah,
worry.
it's gonna get done. It's gonna get done.
One way or another.
Yeah. We have the time. We just have to get it done. The good news is tomorrow's supposed to be a beautiful day. So we are going... Tomorrow, though, is going to be a massive day because not only do we somehow need to come up with somebody to seed all these fields, but I need to get my potatoes in the ground tomorrow also. So I need to cultivate in the radish and put in the potatoes. So I think tomorrow I've got about 3 or 4 hours of just potato seeding. But that's all right. That's one of the fun things to do, right? The seeding part is fun and the harvesting part is fun. All right, BT. I'll see you later. No, we just got rid of our snow today. If you go check out the stream from, I think it was Saturday I did a stream. We had about a foot of snow on everything and it just wouldn't go away. And this morning it actually rained and the snow all came back. So I figured that was a glitch. So we didn't live with that one. We just erased and let it go. But the ground is still frozen. The ground is still at -2. It's 14 degrees out. And by all means, we should be out of our frozen earth situation. But it hasn't quite caught up yet. So we're working on that. Alright, lift that. Lift that. Lift that up. Good. Alright. We're out of here. I know. Limited data sort of seems like an odd concept when the economy in all these countries is based on the information age. To then throttle people on data just seems foolish. And down, and we are off. Good. Let's see if we get this right. Are you on your phone, Maddie? Yeah, generally speaking, I've never really been partial to this size of a setup because it's pretty large, it's pretty industrial scale. But I find that until you can buy mowers that can actually condition the grass for you, I find that the mowing and the grass degradation within seasons is a little bit aggressive. So pretty much whenever you're mowing, you gotta get it tedded so that you can preserve your grass. Leaving any grass at all on the field is you're playing with your life because at midnight seasons takes half of it from you. I would like to have a setup where after 24 hours the grass starts to dry, but instead of the grass drying, it just rots. So we'll try to come up with something for that. Oh, look at the beautiful job, Cresto. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Ah. Maddie's on his way to work. All is right in the world. Sleeping family. I'm curious. I'm just curious to know that when you're on your phone, Maddie, because I do play copyrighted music at the beginning of all the shows, and I'm curious to see when it will and when it won't let you watch it. So you're kind of my canary in the coal mine in that way. And let's see what it does if I do this. I don't know if it's going to turn in the right direction, but let's see. Good old GPS, and yes, it did. Good. All right, now I can chill, just relax, let the machine do its work. I'm even going to use the throttle, the hand throttle, to keep it on speed. So yeah, Steppenbach has been kicking our butt, but in a good way. I think that by now the people who are still coming in here to play this way are sort of understanding that it's going to be a challenge, but that the challenge is worth it. That the limitations of things like giant snowfalls and frozen ground and everything else, it kind of adds an element of risk to the game, that's for sure. What I've started doing, Maddie, actually, I don't know if you've noticed, is that when I do my live stream, I still do my preamble and my countdown into the stream. But then as soon as I'm done with the stream, I go on and I delete the copyrighted music at the head. So, and I just, when I go to when it goes up as an archive, it goes up without the countdown and without all the other stuff. So you should be okay to watch my archives. I know you were having problems. Tino was having problems. A bunch of my viewers. I didn't realize how many of my viewers watch me on the phone. So, that being said, I think that the new system is working out pretty good. And as usual, please let me know if you're seeing any ads. Because you're not supposed to be able to see ads on my channel. I'm an ad-free channel. I am free to view. So what else is going on? Not much. We got a good year coming to us. I mean, if we can get everything done and we can get all these little projects of ours done, we are going to we're going to have a good year. We have we're going to get away from BGAs and from making silage apparently, because the silage the BGAs on this map are slow feed BGAs. And
damn it, I want everybody to make silo.
Don't worry about it.
Brings me money.
I think you're going to do just fine on the biogas the biogas plant, and I think you're going to do fine on straw.
Yeah, I think as well.
And we've added 6 greenhouses to our installation, but we're still not going to go through all the manure. When those cows start reproducing, by this winter, I'm projecting we're probably going to be at around 160 cows. And the amount of manure we pulled out of here last year,
oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure your composter is going to make its money back.
Yeah.
Well, by now you've probably paid for the composter.
Oh. I made nearly $1 million already, so.
Oh, wow. Okay, so there you go. The compost business is the good way to go.
Yep.
So that would be, that's actually kind of cool, because I think that on this map, because the farms and everything are so expensive, and it's so expensive to get started, I kind of feel like the sheep farm is affordable, because it's only $120,000. And how much did you pay for the compost master? $175?
No, 145.
145, there you go. So if you wanted to start off in a single player situation, or even in multiplayer situation, and you wanted to play Steppenbach, definitely it's a sheep and compost kind of situation. Mr. Duck Zorley, how are things down under? You must be just waking up by now. I didn't get a chance to check the snowplow, Maddie. We've been sort of running around like chickens with our head cut off on here. But definitely next winter we are getting snowplows on the map. We need snow blowers, we need snowplows, we need all sorts of stuff, because Honestly, this winter we managed to remove a fair amount of it with just buckets and loaders, but we were not keeping up. And with the traction being what it is, it was not an easy time. So we need the snowblower, and we're also going to grab the black sheep modding brush from somewhere, put that on here to be able to clean up our yards a bit. We're already having problems with traction as is, and now we're talking about adding some more realistic mod to this map also. I think we're having discussions that within the next couple of days the more realistic mod may be enabled on this map. We'll see. Just adding more challenges, making it harder.
That's the way to go. It will not get boring when it's hard.
That's it. If you're working at it and you're learning all the time, you're not going to get bored. And the time crunches are always there. 2 p.m. in Australia right now. Cool. And probably just at the beginning of your summer, so... You've mentioned it before, Duck. You're, I think you're West Coast Australia? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was you or Aussie Medic, who's from the other coast. I say other coast because, you know, everybody knows Melbourne and Sydney and all those places. Oh, okay, you're East Coast. Or maybe middle. Who knows?
Center Coast.
The Center Coast. Outback, Sydney. Ah, okay, Sydney. Yeah, so it must be Aussie Medic, another one of my viewers who's from the West Coast. I can't now. I don't. Now I'm confused. I'm trying to think if it's Adelaide or Perth. I think Perth is West Coast. I am woefully ill-educated in Australian geography. Ah, there you go. All right, Maddie, you have a good day at work. Stay safe at the plastic factory. And we will talk to you soon.
Bye, Maddie. That's Mazzoni, I think, not?
It is Mr. Mazzoni.
I thought so. Hi, cows. Still have snow in your yard?
Yeah, we may have saddled them with a bit of extra snow this winter. It may take a while for them to get cleared out. All right, let's turn this around. I just didn't trust that tree. Ah, GPS. So I guess we will dedicate this episode to Duck Zorley. He is the Lord of Grass.
Obviously, the Lord of Grass.
He is the Lord of Grass.
Dedicated to him.
There you go. Duck Zorley does enjoy his mowing experiences.
Right. What the heck did you do here, Mark?
I may have missed a few.
What is the grass doing laying over the road here?
Oh, is there on the road?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My tedder may have gotten out of control. I find it funny, actually, if you start mowing and the tedder is hanging off the side.
Yeah.
How do I do that virtually, Duck Zorley? Is there a special courtesy? All right, Craig. We'll see you tomorrow. Probably do another stream tomorrow because tomorrow is going to be a busy, busy day. Alright, just going to clean up some of these patches here. We'll be banned. I guess I could put on, like, no, that wouldn't work. Try to find a way to courtesy to Duck Zorley when we mention grass.
Lol.
we could do a third person thing and you could crouch.
Oh yeah. Possibility.
Bow to the Lord of Grass. Bow to the Lord of Grass. Anyway, yeah, it took me a while to even decide to stream today, just because we've pretty much been just staging everything today. Cresto and I have moved a bunch of product around. We did a bunch of accounting with John to move Mr. Moose into his new business. So it's been a little bit of a strange day. Now, what do you think, Cresto? Should we go back and do field 102? Or
Whatever you like, matey.
Yeah. What time?
Up to you.
What time is it right now?
For me, or in game?
In game. It's almost 4 o'clock.
15:45.
All right. So it's spring, so we got a couple more hours of daylight. So I'm thinking we're going to do one more field.
Okay.
So flip that open. Okay. Fold that up. Fold that up. Fold that up. Turn off the GPS. And off we go to another field. Let's see what this does for us here. This thing is quiet. I'm so used to my Valtra. It's just... This thing's a little spooky.
Newer version.
Yeah.
Good isolation in the cab.
Yeah. It probably actually has a silencer on it.
That as well. Same here with the friend. It's very quiet when you're sitting inside.
Hang on.
Especially when you're around the compost master,
Yeah.
because he's a bit noisy. Poor
Yeah, oh yeah, eh?
citizens that living next to me.
It's kind of funny actually, because whenever I'm working on my farm, all I see is the massive searchlights over at your farm. It's like, Cresto's at it again, running his factory. All right, that's good. Down she goes. Select the next one. Start her up. Down she goes. Select the next one. Start her up. Down it goes. Good. All right. Let's see what our good old friends Mr. GPS says about this. Not too much. Okay, good. So if I point myself in this direction and aim it this way, no. Aim it this way. Yep, that'll do. All right. So let's just go into this and see where we're at. Yep, that works fine. I do wish there was a like a GPS what do you call it, the controller inside the cab. I think that would be cool if you could set up your GPS just looking down here and be able to just set it up inside the cab. But that's just me. Just one of my foibles. Oh, didn't start my... Oh, why is it not tedding now? Okay, I got a problem.
There are no problems.
Okay.
There are only solutions. We found that out already.
Yep. Okay, there you go. I didn't lower it right. Okay, start over again. Back in the corner. How's that looking? Much better. Much better. There we go. Good. GPS on. Turn that on. Nope. Turn that on. And flip that around and turn that off. Good. We are good. So what I'm hoping for is maybe
$1 million?
a million liters of hay. I think
Today?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see how much we get off these fields, because I think once we're done with this field here, I think we need to start windrowing and picking up. We need to get it off.
Windrowing is almost done.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Before it starts to rain again.
Yeah. Before we get any rain, or well, it's just that tomorrow we got no time for grass work. We have absolutely no time tomorrow with all the seeding that needs to be done tomorrow.
Yep.
We're done for.
I have some fields that has to be done.
You have fields. Allan has fields. We'll get Mr. Moose in here. Maybe John. Well, John and Adam.
John and Adam are the contractors. I already ordered them in.
You did? Okay. Are they making corn this year, or are they putting canola on their fields too?
Canola, soybean, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, if they're doing crop this year, then we're going to be okay.
I think it's the only way that they can make some money out of the fields.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious to see how much I can sell my baby pigs for. So,
I have no idea.
How long it's going to take for me to get a full trailer load. I got to sell them off tomorrow because tomorrow is the last day of spring and pigs are at their highest price. So whatever I have is going to go. Then I'm going to hang on to them and store them up for a while.
Luckily, I'm not streaming. Nobody saw that I made a little boo-boo here.
You know, it's not that big a deal because I screw it up all the time now, so I can't edit out my goofs anymore. It's making
Not if you're streaming directly.
Yeah, it's making me even more disciplined than I usually am about all this stuff.
Well, then it's good.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
That's it.
Another field is almost done with tethering, so.
Beautiful. Well, you'll be caught up to me by the time you get into this one. And then as soon as you're all caught up to me, then we'll go and grab a couple of wagons and we will empty out the fields.
Yeah.
But that's it, folks. We've pretty much gone through everything we're doing here today. Tomorrow's going to be another big day, and we're hoping to have a lot more action tomorrow because tomorrow is seeding day for everything on the map. It's going to be pretty crazy. So on that note, I will leave you guys, and Mr. Cresto and I will get back to finishing off our little project over here. Thanks for joining us. Say goodnight,
Bye-bye,
Cresto.
everybody.
Good night.